In this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between a project and a math unit. Now, remember that projects are focusing on that thing that is a cognitive skill, right? Those skills that are transferable to real life situations, and you're going to see them in non-math courses like science, social studies, and English. Meanwhile, math concepts is what math units are going to be focusing on. Now, the type of learning that's done in projects is very project-based, and the students spend the entire unit developing skills. And yes, they deepen their content knowledge, but they do so in a real life application where the point is the development of those skills. And they work in successive steps towards the submission of a final product. Meanwhile, in math units, they work collaboratively to complete activities that focus on real life, day-to-day development of conceptual understanding of higher level math problems. And in projects, the actual milestones that you would have to show how much you're making progress towards your final goal are called checkpoints. And we also use red, yellow, and green color feedback system to tell students how they're doing in each of these checkpoints in order to give them an idea of where they're tracking towards their final product. Meanwhile, in math units, there's a cool down where students get a actual quiz-like problem that they have to face based on the field of the activities that they have recently done. And the student will then also receive color-based feedback on the platform to illustrate how much they have achieved. And of course, the final product is the final grade on the project side. While in the math side, it's going to be a unit assessment, an actual test. The final products on projects will a lot of times be in the platform, not all the time. A lot of times you do a hands-on or on paper final product or a poster or different kinds of things. But a lot of times they will be submitted within the platform, even if it's a picture of what you did on paper. Meanwhile, a lot of times the tests in math are going to be on paper. So students will engage in a process of differentiation in math units through pull-out groups. Also, they may be exposed to different content when they review the focus areas and use different resources to help them do so. The actual groups that are formed during class time in math to help students prepare for the solve problems may be a mixture of different skill levels or organized by skill level so that students can be differentiated that way. And students are also exposed to open-ended questions a lot so that anyone, even those that are struggling with the content, can contribute something to the discovery process. Meanwhile, in the projects, students are going to receive workshops depending on their needs. They may be groups, again, either with people who are at the same level at their cog skills or heterogeneous to represent different strengths. They work collaboratively to support each other, and they are often also assigned different resources within the platform to provide support depending on where they are with their cognitive skill. So, in essence, both things are two sides of the same coin, and they're not going to be your typical class experience of getting information from a teacher and regurgitating content. They're going to be focused on the development of skills. But math is a little bit of a different monster, and it not based on projects, more based on problems, and not really a project, but a test at the end, an assessment. So hopefully that makes it clear. And if you have any questions, hopefully the rest of the lecture series will clarify that to you. And I'll see you in the next video.